club session, try to have it a more intimate experience. Guys come on and they can rap, or ladies that can sing. We have them to perform. So, man, I really appreciate you. First of all, taking time out of your busy schedule and then performing on Club Session. So I really, really appreciate that.
It's an honor, man. Plus, I got a project just dropped, so I had to perform something. Shout out my girl Tish Hyman on that record.
Right. Look, I know you're a say guy.
Yes.
But I wanted you to try. I wanted you to try mine.
Definitely.
This is Shea by LaPortier. It's a cognac. Yeah. You know, I had a procedure this morning, so they advised me not to do no drinking because anesthesia is still in my system.
Health and wealth, bro.
Congratulations on everything you've been able to do and continued success.
Thank you, my brother.
That's what you think. Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah, that's a BSOP. Hey, we won like 13, 14 awards. The Sip Award, which is the highest award you can win in the spirits industry, which is the blind taste test. They put all the cognac, would sample them, and they say, you know what? I like C. You come to find out, C was us.
That's what's up. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. That's always great.
Yes, the liquor space is not easy.
It is not. It's a 3-tier system. It ain't easy. Well, you know, hey, man, I like to say that to myself. No, you got to do that.
That's right.
You got to go through a distribution.
That's right, man. It takes levels. You got to grow, graduate, like it's steps to this thing.
You got to market it, and you got to be out there. You got to be front and center. A lot of times, celebrities or entertainers or whomever try to just slap their name on it,
and it's gonna go.
No, it won't.
No, it's gonna sit right there on that shelf.
Sit right there on the shelf. So thank you for coming by. Let's get right into it. Upbringing. The Marcy Projects in Brooklyn. Yes. What was the family dynamic in your house?
Single mother, of course. You know, father wasn't there, but I had a great stepfather. You know, my stepfather passed away, Derek. He raised me, my brother, and then my sister came along. But mom was the backbone.
What will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. This guy, he is hard to corral.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stroud to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake it and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief is incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Mixon with a first down carry. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Vita Vea busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3.
You talk about Jay. Even though you guys are not blood brothers, you guys are like brothers.
Yeah.
And sometimes that relationship is a lot closer than blood relationship.
Yes, like Jay, I can honestly say Jay and his cousin Beehive, Biggs and Dame Dash, rest in peace Clark Kent, they raised me. The man I am sitting here today is because of those men. Like growing up around them, their tutelage, especially Jay and Jazz O at first, when I first was growing up, putting pen to paper, I used to ask them for all kind of advice. Right. They always was there getting down the hand from the
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now, Irvin. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. That's taken in by his big tight end. Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave them a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Mayfield off the play fake. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
1st down, here's White, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now back to the ground game with Wright, down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense. points in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They run straight ahead here with White, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish. The physical runner doesn't worry about it.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vita Vea, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first. They'll send Kirk in motion right. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this will be incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up, but I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. sacks for him here in this first half of football. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll keep it on the ground. Irvin. And he stopped immediately there. Neville Hewitt on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go play action. Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. This is White on the screen. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just got to wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he can just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. This 2nd and 4. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Stroud looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Texans send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
Like 30 minutes, whole wreck. Tell you, I can see this man.
On the return, it's White. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So out come the Bucs now. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2nd and 11. Mayfield steps away to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
There we go.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range.
Damn!
But as you said, they picked it up. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Irvin down right around the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to
that's
try
all
to
you want to
defend
hear.
that 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this is deciding not to bring it out. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Dell here. And got his man complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell, 84 yards. And the Texans are back within a couple of the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is up and good. It brings him within a point now. It's 14-13. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Irvin, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Irvin. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Here's White. They set up the screen. And he will be out of bounds after a
he
nice
got sued for 20.
And will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job of holding just a couple for us third down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Fournette. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Mayfield to throw it. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played, the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
They don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Stroud working out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The second down throw now from Stroud. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Stroud now on 1st and 10. This is Kirk. It's Kirk. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached. Apologies to coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Up the middle they go. Irvin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. He's to the 15, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
And everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mayfield now.
You said I don't really like to go back.
God damn!
Ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop the score.
Mixon again, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Irvin, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies, but it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker, give it to me right now.
When you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field, seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get 1 yard, what are we doing out here?
2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. He'll look to throw. Man, and he hits him in stride. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. White going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans back out there and ready to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now it's Mixon running right. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Stroud.
Come
It's
on, bro.
incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done.
Oh, my God.
What a catch at the 7. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 28 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them.
Damn, how many times you gonna say that nigga's name?
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
Man, come on, bro.
The interception, his 3rd. Desmond King picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And that could turn out
this nigga said the same shit in every hip hop.
Offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Good job.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb.
Come on, man.
Gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. First and 10, it's Stroud. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. They begin with a run by Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Should have been some physical altercation for that. I don't know, man.
Stroud on third down now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. When you talk about clutch, that one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. On a slant, here's Collins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Guys, I might feel offended by something someone said. And I'm going to be talking, just free talking around.
Stroud to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Option right, here's Stroud. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Mixon will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
You're right.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Mayfield's throw complete to Otten. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Play fake. Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And this is caught by Evans. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Now 2nd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Now 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here's White, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. So Stroud and the Texans Down by 4. Just under 2 minutes to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Stroud. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Probably, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Finding Schultz. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 2nd and 6 coming up. Stroud to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Eluding the pressure right. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Stroud getting his offense to the line quickly. And it's caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles. To take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Now all the focus shifts over to the Bucs, trailing by a field goal. 35 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds with the first down as the clock ticks inside of 30 seconds. Now Mayfield. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Baker. They'll roll him out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining. And they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him the football game.
I get home around like 3, 4 a.m. So it's so much easier than trying to piece together a snack or who knows what I would get into. So if you're struggling with like time management and being able to do it in 3 minutes and not have to think about it.
Yes. How big could he have been? Minus that instant. How big could Chris Brown be?
No ceiling, man. I don't see no stopping. Without that incident, I don't see no stopping Chris Brown. He was the young heartthrob of America. You know what I mean? Like, he could do no wrong. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like they got to let that go, man. That kid done proved himself that he's a genuinely sorry. And
yeah, he's remorseful. She's forgiving him.
Exactly, but they don't want to forgive him. Who are you people to be the gatekeepers of forgiveness?
For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the
New rappers today.
Yes. Has been a presentation.
I talked to comedians. The comedians like, man, look.
They don't like him.
Yeah, because comedians, the old comedians, they had to go on a little chilling circuit and they perform in front of 30, they perform in front of 40, 50, 100, and you work your way up.
Yes.
Now some of these comedians, they get on the internet, they do a skit, they do boom.
Yeah, that's the power of social media, though.
Right.
Like, you can't get mad in the era. It's just, you know,
you take advantage of what's available.
I had to take the train. These kids is taking Uber to work. I can't be mad you in the Uber. Right? I had to take the train. Like, yeah, so, excuse me, you just have to respect it and accept it. Like, everybody deserves their niche and their time. And I feel like these kids today, it's their time. We had our time. And a lot of people didn't capitalize on their time, so they mad at the kids' time.
They're resentful of the people that do it.
Yes, and it's like, let that go, man. Let these guys shine. Let them feed their families and prosper.
You got an opportunity to work with T.I., Missy Elliott. Missy, I don't think Missy gets the credit that she deserves.
One of the greatest ever. And phenomenal writer. Wrote so many hits for countless artists and R&B groups.
But her videos was futuristic.
Yes.
I mean, and I hate that the video era has gone.
Yes. That's because attention span is dying, though. Like, people don't even watch videos anymore. It's all on your phone. Little quick 3-minute reel on your Instagram, and that's it.
You better be short. Got 1 minute to hold my attention span. Put this phone back in my pocket.
That's right. So that's what I think it is. But back then, man, I appreciate what they did. Her, Busta Rhymes, Ludacris.
Yeah.
I feel like they was the most creative artists of our genre.
Is it true T.I. only charge you like $2,500 for it?
Yeah, he charged me $2,500, man.
That's it?
For around here, word up, man. I love T.I. for that, man. He could have got 5 bands. He was like, nah, I do it for $2,500.
Rumor has it that you discovered Rose.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm not gonna take full credit, but I was one of the founders of. It was when we was doing the song Round Here. We was in Circle House Studio, you know, tricking them in the studio, and I remember Ross walking up on